Good morning friends, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I spent a lot of time organising and decluttering and actually just talked to the camera for the majority of this one, so if you enjoy chatty videos, relaxing, slow going videos, then maybe this is the one for you. It was really fun to go through some of my things and share stories and also do some journaling and baking at the end. Thank you for being here as always, and I will see you next week. Hello, we're on the floor and I would like to dedicate today to decluttering my space and my mind because things are feeling a little bit hectic, not gonna lie. I'd like to start by recommending some things I've been doing to feel less overwhelmed. Firstly, I got these little earplugs and honestly they kind of just look like Bluetooth headphones, but you can switch the amount of noise reduction you want with this little tab. I got these because I often feel like my ears are working too well and I'm hearing things too loudly, and it really can be overwhelming, especially if I'm in public or I'm with a lot of people or in the cinema, a concert, at a party. Not that I ever go to parties, but you know what I mean. I find it very overwhelming. There's just like too much going on. I cannot handle it. And so these just help reduce the amount of noise that is coming into your ear. It filters the sound. I definitely recommend. I actually got an ad for this brand way back before I even started university, and I literally thought to myself that would probably be really beneficial for me to go to lectures and stuff and not feel overwhelmed, but I felt too embarrassed. Even though they were something I knew would help me, I felt too self-conscious of what other people might think if they saw me wearing earplugs, and so I didn't get them. But I'm past that now and I don't care, and it's so worth it. Literally any situation. Restaurant, bus, cafe, sleeping, noisy neighbour, plane, concert, the shop at 3:30 p.m. on a Sunday, and they come in this little tiny cute case that you can put on a keyring. So do recommend. Don't be ashamed of making life more accessible for you. We're all different, we all need different accommodations, and these little guys help me a lot. So number 2, just planning, making lists. I have been getting a lot of anxiety recently going into food shops or grocery stores that are busy and I don't know what I want. I cannot decide in that moment. It feels so overwhelming to me, and I've just found that I feel so much safer going around my day if I have a routine, if I know what I want to do and what I'm gonna eat, where I'm gonna go, what time everything is happening. And a lot of people feel quite restricted by a routine like that, but I'm just the opposite. I feel like most people are on just either end of the scale, but I am very much, I need a routine to function, and if I don't have a routine I'm very anxious and I feel a bit not like myself and unsafe, and just it makes me nervous. So I've just been planning more, what time I'm gonna wake up, go to the gym, what I want to achieve each day. I set times for certain things and it helps me adjust, and it makes everything feel much more manageable, because it's not that I'm not productive or that my tasks are too much or that I'm not a hard worker. It's just that I need a certain structure to achieve things, and as long as I plan ahead, I'm way more efficient. I get way more done, and then because I feel proud of myself for achieving stuff, it keeps going, and it's just like a positive loop that reinforces itself as it goes. Once you're in it, it's great. So if you are anything like me and you relate to me in my videos, maybe you could try that. And finally, going to therapy. As you may know, I will be going on my travels soon for 2 months because it's literally all that I ever talk about. It feels like this has been in the works for so long and now it's just suddenly crept up on me. And so now I just really want to make the effort to organise and declutter everything before I go, just so I can enjoy my trip without having any nagging feelings in the back of my mind, I guess. And a part of this is decluttering my mind, in a sense. I would like to thank BetterHelp, who is in paid partnership with me on today's video. I've been having my weekly therapy sessions since the beginning of the year, and I just cannot begin to describe how much lighter my mind feels. I've always been very open with how I struggle with my mental health and how sometimes things can just feel really overwhelming. My therapist and I have been working on reducing my feelings of anxiety and overwhelm, and it has made me feel much better about the thought of traveling alone for the first time. My feelings of anxiety have been replaced with feelings of excitement, and I feel so open now to all of the experiences, the good and the bad, because that's just part of the journey. Even though I call myself an introvert, I can't wait to explore and meet new people. My heart just feels open to new experiences. With BetterHelp, you fill out a starting questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, which is then used to help match you with one of BetterHelp's credentialed therapists, and in most cases you'll be matched in 48 hours or less. You don't need to worry if you feel your therapist isn't a right fit for you, as you can switch to a new therapist at no additional cost. This is actually my third time in therapy in the last few years, but I've really clicked with my current therapist, and so I will continue to schedule appointments even while I'm traveling. You can choose to have your sessions over video call, phone call, or messaging, however and whenever you feel most comfortable. If you feel ready to start your journey, you can join me and over 4 million others who have started to live a healthier and happier life with BetterHelp. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/leahmegan. By clicking that link, you help support my channel, and you also get 10% off your first month of BetterHelp so that you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. Thank you, BetterHelp. Okay, big problem area in my room, the wardrobe. And you can actually see 2 of me. Hello. My thing is like, oh, clutter stresses me out. And so I like to have a minimalistic room, and then anytime there is something that doesn't match my vibe, it goes in the wardrobe, which is kind of embarrassing to admit, but it's true. And I know you relate. I know you have some place you stuff all your things, your bedside table, under your bed, your desk drawer, the kitchen cupboard, your wardrobe. There's always somewhere. Things just accumulate there, and it's so hard to not let that happen. Before I begin cleaning, I need to do something very important, and that is make a matcha. Recently, I've switched from coffee to matcha. Even though I was having decaf, it was kind of still giving me anxiety, and that is just another part of life where you have to make a compromise. And it's fine, because matcha is equally as delicious, and I will still have coffee sometimes. But yes, my go-to recently is very unlike me. It's warm. It's a warm matcha latte with condensed milk, and it's actually delicious. I really outdid myself there when I decided to make that the first time, and I realised it was amazing, and I just have to share. You should try it. But do I want it hot or cold? A cold drink might be refreshing while I'm tidying, but a hot drink is really cozy on a very chilly day. I don't know, I'll just make the matcha and then figure it out. Also made this sun-dried tomato orzo last night, and it was really yummy. And I think tonight, like soy chicken tikka masala. Okay, chef who doesn't have to think of recipes or buy ingredients or do anything difficult. Okay, matcha time. I can't wait for all of the fun beverages I will try on holiday. I'll have to start like a fun drinks series on Instagram or something. All of my beauty products in here. My skin is not very happy when I introduce a new product, and a lot of the time I get a bad reaction. And so if I buy skincare and I use it for like a week and my skin is like very upset, then I can't use it anymore, but I can't return it and I can't sell it. So I usually give it to my friends if they want it, or it goes in the wardrobe because I don't want to throw it away. I just spent money on it. But then time passes and they expire and I can't use them, so why would I keep it? You can't donate things that have been opened, which is very understandable, but I do hate feeling wasteful, so I do always try and give them away. But sometimes there's just nothing you can do, and there is no need to keep things that literally have no purpose or use out of a fear of being wasteful. Like, what am I meant to do with them? Keep them forever? No, it's time to move on. I literally don't want to show you. Okay, so immediately I have these two lipsticks and I didn't know where to put them, so I just put them here. Do you see what the problem is? This is what I do. Face masks, and then it just goes all the way back. That's not even the main issue today. The main issue is this drawer with all of my things. My main thing is makeup and not knowing what to do with it. Oh, this is my little lip products pouch, so these can go in there. This is all stuff for doing gel nails, and then I did them once and then ripped them all off and ruined my nails for like 3 months, and now we're recovering, so I'm a bit scared to use gel nail varnish again, to be honest. I think I just did it too thick. I used this Korean brand of base gel and top coat, and then I got this whole set of like beautiful gel colours, and I'm just completely unqualified for this. And I think maybe I should buy fake nails to practice on. This brand is Yogurt Nail Korea. Oh, we're really getting into it now. This is all lip products, and I'm not really like a material girl. Like, I'm not like someone that shops a lot, but this is like 10 years of accumulation and Christmas gifts. My pouch is literally not big enough. Okay, I do have this box. Oh, and what do you know, there's 2 more lipsticks in here. Great. Ta-da. Like, I can't part with these things I spent so much money on, but also I will never be able to finish using them, and they are literally all expired, but I will keep using them anyway. That is not advice, do not take my advice. I do have another pouch. No, found another lipstick. Okay, we're going to continue. It's actually the next day, but organising takes so long and I actually don't enjoy doing this. So I had a nice long break and did some work instead. But we're back, and honestly this drawer with the makeup in, this was like my main issue and I'm really glad it's done. All the makeup that I'm not going to travel with is in this makeup bag. I've got my gel and my nail varnish remover here. These are just spare pouches. This is all my nail stuff in one place. This is all hair stuff like brush, scrunchies, rollers, hairspray, anything, hair gel, combs. You can't really see it, but all my fragrances are on the side. This one is from a small business called Ted and Belle. Gucci Guilty Love, YSL Libre. This Shea body mist from Body Shop. The Lush American Cream scent, and I have it solid as well. And then I just have all of my cotton pads and cotton sheets for gel nails. So it's kind of like an organised mess, but I know where everything is and everything has its place now, so I am satisfied. I think this section is next. All of my sheet masks are in here, and these could really go in the bathroom because that's where I do my skincare anyway. This is the packaging that my earplugs came in, and I only kept it because it has the other sizes for the earbuds. I have this bee that my mum made me and I never know where to put it. I have my camera. This is a Fujifilm X-T100. I did attempt to kind of trade it in to a business so I could buy my current camera that I'm filming on, but the price it offered me wasn't really worth it, so I just kept it. I think if I put it in a more obvious place, I'm more likely to use it, so I definitely shouldn't keep it away in my wardrobe because that's just not good. These are the plug adapters for my camera, so I should put these with my other plugs. Like, why are they in here? Everything has a place. I just put things where they don't belong. Here is my other bag. This matches my little makeup one, and this is what I'll put like all of my shower stuff in, all my skincare, hairbrush, razor, they will all go in here when I travel. I have a lot of jewellery. There's some in here, rings and stuff, and then also this stand, but I don't really know where to put all this. I do make jewellery from time to time, and so I kind of accumulate it, but it would be nice to kind of go through everything I have. This pearl necklace is really cute, and I made this in university, so I always like using these big clasps. They're called lobster clasps, and I find them so much easier to use. So cute. I also made this necklace with bigger pearls. This necklace is the same chain as this one, but with a little green gemstone. And I really went through a big pearls phase. I loved making stuff with pearls, so I have a lot of pearl earrings as well. These guys, I really like the big oversized pearl look. I thought they were so fun, and so I just have a lot of jewellery that I've kept from when I was designing my own stuff all the time. I'd love to do a little giveaway of like celebrating a milestone if I ever reach one, like 50,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers. I'd love to do like a little raffle and make jewellery and make little prints of cards and stuff of like art I've made and send it to you as a thank you. But yeah, I still make jewellery sometimes as a gift because I spent a lot of money on the supplies. All of my supplies are sterling silver or 18 karat gold filled, which is 100 times more gold than gold plated, and I find that you either get gold plated or solid gold, and it's either really affordable and will tarnish and go green and look bad in a few weeks, or it's like really expensive. So when I was making jewellery, I found this happy middle ground, and it was so fun for a time. It was my little lockdown business. And I basically reinvested everything I made into just buying more supplies, and it just made me feel so fulfilled. It was like my first creative endeavour, and I would love to go back to it someday, but there was just a lot of competition, you know, I'm not really very driven for monetary gain or to be really successful. I more so was doing it because I thought it was really fun and I enjoyed making designs and seeing people wear them, and so it just became a bit overwhelming, I think, to constantly feel like I was competing with people. But I'd love to pick it up again as a hobby, give gifts more often. But yeah, maybe I should take some of my jewellery while I travel instead of jewellery I've bought from the shop. It feels more personal, and it's always very flattering when someone asks why you bought something and you can say, I made it. I got kind of distracted there, but what I was meant to be doing was finding somewhere to put these. And honestly, this is the first thing I've pulled out of the wardrobe that actually belongs in a wardrobe, like accessories and stuff, so maybe they can go back in there. I found another nail varnish remover. See, this is what happens when everything's a mess. You think you've run out of things because you can't find them, and then you actually have 3 bottles. I've got this little pear paperweight. This was a Christmas gift and it's so cute. I got this one custom made. It's in like a kind of local artist, and I got to choose the glaze and everything because she's quite young and it's not really her job. So I was in the shop admiring all the things and I asked about getting custom things made, and so honestly, if she wanted to, she could have charged me a lot of money, but she made me this beautiful little happy and sad cookie vase, and I use it to store my paintbrushes in. But this is by the same girl. It's just like a paperweight, I guess, a little ornament. It's just so lovely. I need to display this somewhere, maybe on my windowsill. A random cable. It's quite frustrating when cables don't have any branding on them and I have no idea what they're for. Like, what is this? I don't know. This is the inside of my Glossier makeup bag. So I guess this can go with the other pouches in here. But it's getting kind of full now. It's like getting a bit messy, so I've got to keep an eye on that. I forgot I even had this. My dad gave this to me because he found it in the attic. It's this film camera he used early 2000s with this giant lens on it. Canon zoom lens. I don't have any film for it. It's crazy. This is quite precious actually, and I need to use it properly. I just need to put my tech stuff somewhere I can see them, because it's the same with art. If I can't see it, I just won't remember to do it. I'll let stress and things get to me and then I'll forget I actually have hobbies that I enjoy doing, like jewellery as well. Like, put it in the wardrobe and I'll never see it and I'll never do it again. This is a Canon EOS 300. We have a little gemstone bracelet. I have paints. These are my acrylics. I bought these when I was in school because I did GCSE art, which you do when you're like 15 and 16, and I did a lot of painting. And I also have a acrylic white. This is another thing that I don't really know where to store it. And then I have some turpentine. This is a thinner, a solvent for oil paint, but it's very strong, very bad to breathe in and get enough skin, and you can't pour it down the sink, and so I kind of regret buying it. I'd rather use a more natural paint thinner, but I don't really know how to dispose of it safely, so I just put it in my wardrobe. And then these these are fabric paints that I bought because I was doing some custom painted shoes for my boyfriend's birthday. It was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. He had this music artist he really liked, and I bought him these plain white Vans, and I painted like each side of each shoe with different album covers, and they didn't look very good and you can't wear them because there's so much paint on them, but it was kind of a cool gift. But now I have this fabric paint, so maybe I can make some more custom clothes for myself. Yeah, I guess this can go with my acrylics and my other art stuff. I thought it would make sense if we organised my art cart, since I have a few paints to go in there. I also found some random supplements. I've got multivitamin and iron and ashwagandha. So I guess these can go in the kitchen where you consume food. I have this basket, and I think I will put all of my sketchbooks, paper, everything like that in here, because they're all kind of scattered now throughout the layers. I have a little Mononoke sleeve with loads of old drawings I did when I was in school. This is during COVID. It's from Spirited Away. I had planned to make an art video this month, but I've just not been doing any. And I think because I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I think that means that I don't like to do things unless I know I'll do it really well. And with art, it kind of like discourages me because there's something I find kind of embarrassing about the process of not being good at something. I feel like that's just silly, and it's just something I've not grown out of yet. I don't need to be ashamed of trying something new, you know. I think that's to do with fear of judgment and all sorts of other things, so it's difficult. I feel like there's this side of me that I hold back in a way, so I'm trying my best to just make things easier for myself, make it easy to do art and make videos and draw, to read more often, to go on walks. It's kind of just making my environment kind of prepped for me to do things instead of just stress out. Recently I just can't stop going on my phone and scrolling. Like past 2 days my screen time has probably been the highest it's been in years, and I don't know what is happening that is like subconsciously making me feel so stressed out, but something must be going on. It might be because I'm going away soon and I feel a bit all over the place, but surely if I was stressed about that I would be taking steps to prepare, whereas instead I'm kind of procrastinating doing any type of work. So yeah, it's been kind of tough. I'm hoping I feel a bit motivated after tidying, and finishing this video and getting it sent off will make me feel a bit more put together and motivate me a bit more. Also, my books do not fit in this, so I'm gonna have to find another use for it. I put my brushes in here, but the thing is I'm really bad at taking care of them, and they've all got loads of dried paint on them, so I guess it's kind of useful I have that turpentine because I can give them a clean with that. That's another thing, just like cleaning my brushes after I use them so that the next time I can just do the art without having to worry. It's the same as like priming multiple canvases beforehand, so then in a week's time if I feel like doing something on a canvas, there's one ready to go. It's like, just need to make things easier for myself. It doesn't take much for me to give up on an idea. If anything gets in the way, I'm like, okay, I guess I can't do it, and I just like don't try. And I don't really know what you call that, but it's an aspect of myself that I am aware of and I'm not proud of, but also how do I begin to stop that? How do I begin to push myself more without feeling overwhelmed? I don't know. And I feel like my voice is very like nasally in my head today because I've still kind of got a little cough going on because I was sick twice, and I'm finally starting to feel better, but some days I wake up and I feel like I sound really funky. 2 more brushes. I'm thinking paints and gesso and stuff can go on the bottom, and then the books on here, and then up here I guess anything that's too big to fit on the other ones. Okay, good evening. I wanted to do some journaling this evening, and I thought I would just write on the screen some prompts, and we can do some journaling together. I do know it's kind of silly, but I feel so much better already just looking over there and seeing it being so clean. And I know visually as well it might not seem like a big difference, but I feel proud that I have decluttered and parted with some things, and I know now what everything is. I think when I was redecorating my room, I was kind of in a hurry to just get it done because I was desperate to just have a place to work and not really just a place to live in. So I'm really glad I've done that, and I just think it looks so much tidier. I don't know if that's all in my head, but I am proud. My dinner is in the oven. I've made some baked oats. So I blend oats and protein powder together and I mix it with 1 egg and 1 banana, like mashed up. And I also add in some blueberries and I topped it with some salted caramel almond butter. Oh, it's amazing. And it's in the air fryer. It's baking 170 degrees for 17 minutes and that gets it done just in the middle, perfect, and I'm very excited. I love having breakfasts all day long. One thing that helps clear my mind is baking, and I do plan on baking some delicious peanut butter brownies for my mum because she loves peanut butter, and then for my granny I'm going to make some scones, or scones people also call them, with blueberry and lemon, and then we're going to serve them with clotted cream and lemon curd. It's just nice to do nice things for people you love and you feel kind of whole after it, I find, and baking is a good way to do that because it's not just a thing, it's a food, and I feel like so much joy can be spread through food. Anyway, gonna get all cozy now, journal for a little bit before my dinner is ready, and then my grandparents are coming to visit this evening, so I'll go downstairs and sit there with them and just try and appreciate it. Before I go, I do just want to say, look after yourself. Just because it's not winter anymore doesn't mean you get to abandon all of your self-care. Go to therapy, go to the library, get some books, go to your favourite art shop, get a new pencil, get a new sketchbook, I don't know. Go on a walk, make plans with your friends, go to a new cafe. Just do something this week for you, not for any other reason. See you friends, I'll be back next week. Got my little Charmander here, that's what my lizard was called.